What's up, YouTube? So I got a comment on my last video from Alex. He was wondering, well, congrats, on getting your dealer's license, but he was wondering about the actual paperwork, what all is required by the law or this and that so you don't get fined. I'm gonna show y'all what I actually print out on paperwork. I'm gonna show y'all, both cash and buy here, pay here. I'm not sure which one he was asking about, but I'll start with the cash. So I'm actually gonna show y'all on the computer and just make a fake person. But hopefully you're using Frazier. That's what I highly recommend. Let's go ahead and do a sell. We'll sell this vehicle. All right, this right here will be the cash only sell. So customers info. Just put John Doe. So you want to make sure you have the customer's information, their name, address, phone number, birth date, driver's license number, ID number. I don't believe I've never asked anybody for their social if they're just paying cash unless it's a car that's over $10,000 cash. But that's kind of the main things right here. We'll complete the sale. Save the down payment. Well, save the complete payment. All right, so this is where all your forms are going to be. On here it lets you choose, there's different ones. There's bill of sale, multi-purpose, retail installment contract, arbitration agreement, odometer. All these right here, you can choose. You can always call Frazier and they will add different ones to there. So I'll go to form packs, cash deal. These are the main ones that I print out for cash. It's a bill of sale, arbitration agreement, as is, buyer's guide, odometer disclosure, privacy notice, affidavit of exemptions. That is if a customer is from out of state and you're not going to collect sales tax on it. I also have a disclosure of rebuilt and salvage title. That's if you're selling a car that's been rebuilt, you have to disclose it. Cars protection waiver. If they don't want to buy a warranty, you get them to sign this, and this, it always helps out in the long run. Let me go ahead and print this off. Well, I will just print off a buy here, pay here deal. As you can see, it's a lot more. But let me print them off and show y'all. All right, guys, so we're going to start with the basics. This right here is just a receipt that you give them. They're able to just keep that. I'm going to start with the cash, and then I'm going to add a few more things that might help you with cash also. So like I was saying, got to have the bill of sale. That right there, they have to sign right there. Arbitration agreement. If there's ever a dispute, there can always be a third party, an attorney or that, we get them to sign this. Sold as is. If you're selling them as is, you got to have this. It's just to protect you. Every car we sell at our lot is as is, so everybody signs that. You got to have the federal buyer guide signed, which is the one you post on the cars on all the windows. Well, every single car has to have one. It's two pages, but one thing. They sign the back. Odometer disclosure. You got to have this if the car is 10 years or newer. And I am going based off of what Tennessee laws are. I don't know anything about California or any other state, so you might want to ask somebody in that state. Privacy notice. That right there, they sign the back. And all these forms, you can find them on Frazier. If you have Frazier, you can call the reps, and they will actually tell you what forms you're supposed to have for your state. If you're selling cars with rebuilt or salvage titles, you've got to disclose that. This is a Tennessee disclosure that's required, so that takes care of that. On cash cars, if we sell them a warranty, or if they don't want a warranty, then they would sign this. Now, Another thing that we like to get is a power of attorney, and this right here just gives us permission to do all their title work. So if it's a cash buyer and they're we're going to get them a tag, we are going to do all that, then we get a power of attorney. And then we also get them to sign a multi-purpose form, which is this right here. They'll sign it at the bottom. So these two make it a lot easier. If you get them signed, you can do the title work form. I will say on cash cars, most of the time, we just give them the title and they go get their own tag. But there's that. Now, as far as buy here, pay here, here's a few more forms that need to be signed when you finance a car. You've got the main contract. 2 spots on the front, that gives them all the numbers, the payment, all that. Second page has to be signed where the car has to have comp and collision insurance, or it is going to get picked up. 1 signature, and the bottom has to be initialed. The third page, more terms, same thing, initial at the bottom. I think 4th page, that's the rest of the contract, just an initial at the bottom. Credit application. If you're financing a car, you got to have a credit application on file. Even if you don't report to the credit bureau, or even if you don't check the credit. We honestly only get filled out like very minimum on here. Social Security, this and that. But you check mark right there if it's just one person. If it's 2 people, check mark the second one. There's instructions up here that show you everything. So that's the front of it. They have to sign the back of it in 2 spots. We also have this form right here, just showing that they're supposed to have full coverage. They're supposed to provide us with the proof of insurance. We also disclose that our vehicles have a GPS in them. So there's no surprises there. So as you can see, the paperwork, it's not complicated. That's one thing that kind of scared me when I first opened up my car lot. I had no clue what all needed to be signed. But you can go to your local tag place and ask them. You can call the state. They do help you. You just got to wait on the phone. But I think we called Frazier, asked them, what forms we needed. And then we called, our local tag place, told them, hey, we're new. Can you tell us what y'all require for us to bring up there if we need to get a tag? I think the first year of selling cars, we never got anybody a tag. So we was kind of learning, but, take some time. Very simple. If y'all have any other questions, comment down below, subscribe, let me know, and I'll make a video. I'll show y'all what needs to be done.